So today we're going to be talking about the apparent Rolex bubble burst.
Hello, we're clickbait. I'm Luke.
I'm Anthony.
And today, like Ant said, we're going to be discussing this elusive Rolex bubble that may or may not be a real thing.
You're right there, man. Are you having a stretch?
Yeah, hello.
See, every man and his dog has got an opinion on this, including my dog. And to be fair, he's probably better educated than most.
Probably. Just before we start, before we crack on, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe. It's about somewhere. It just helps us.
Yeah, it really helps us. Yeah, keep bringing out more content.
That's all it does.
Better
really.
access to better watches, and yeah, kind of urges us on to do a little bit more. And also, drop a comment below on what you think about this.
These comments.
They're going to be good, aren't they?
I don't know whether people have exhausted themselves going through every other. No, I'm pretty sure.
We might be a bit late to this party, but I think we've got a worthy reason as to discuss this.
Yeah, because have you just bought a new watch?
I have.
And where did you get the watch from?
I got it from an AD.
And is it a Rolex?
It is a Rolex indeed. And it's brand new. And it's stainless steel. And it's not your common garden sub.
Common garden sub?
Yeah. Common variety.
So you've bought a...
Batman. Or Batgirl, which I really, really hate that nickname. I detest it actually. It's Batman or the BLNR GMT. Yeah.
So you got this brand new from an AD?
Yeah, brand new from an AD.
And I know... What's the general waiting list on a Batman that people say?
I know people that have been on the waiting list for a few years.
Yes, well, okay. And how long were you on the waiting list for?
3 weeks.
Brilliant. So, Rolex Bubble, 3 weeks.
And if I say 3 weeks for a Batman, people are going to be like, oh my god, it's burst, I've got to get rid of my Batman.
Yeah, but those people haven't been given reach arounds to...
Yeah, you should see the calluses on my hands. No, it's an AD I don't have any prior relationship with. I've never bought anything from there before. I do know a chap that works there loosely. And yeah, I got a phone call after 3 weeks. And obviously I did backflips and run all the way there to buy it. And I mean, is that now to say that the Batman is kind of readily available?
No.
No. It definitely is not.
I mean, I think people that have said it's burst have got a point in the sense that it's not even deflated. It's just had a wobble.
That's what it is. Slow dip.
It started off right. So it started off with a Watchfinder sale, which is a Black Friday sale, right? So
basically, it's Black Friday, Christmas sale. Everyone's doing it, and just because Watchfinder have put a sale. And they don't normally do a sale, to be fair, Watchfinder.
Or not on the Rolexes.
Not on the Rolexes. But let's be fair, everyone's kind of, not struggling, but the economy's taken a little bit of a wobble because of this whole Brexit crap. So I think people are spending less. So that might translate to a big dip in the prices of these things because people are spending less money. But if you've already got the money for a Batman or a Hulk or a Daytona, I don't think you're going to be that affected. You're still going to want to spend. But I think it's just Watchfinder's kind of gentle nudge to say, like, look, we've got a sale. And I'm not being funny. Those sale prices are laughable anyway. It's still above the market value.
It's still the market value. No, it's interesting. No, it really is. I mean, whether or not Watchfinder had done it on purpose, and if they've got like a premeditative kind of thought to think, right, if we do this, how's the market going to follow suit? Whether they've done that or not, but people have just lost their minds.
I think the thing that's burst the Rolex bubble is Adrian. Bark and Jack. It's just all his fault. I think it's kind of just we've realised now the watch people are just made up of very, very sensitive souls, aren't they? So they have completely lost their because they think, oh no, I'm losing my investment, which they shouldn't have an investment in watches.
Oh, there was that guy. Did you see it? This guy, right? So someone has come out and spent 21,000 euros, or 21,000 I think, on exactly the same as that, the Batman. And which is fair enough. If you like a watch that much that you're going to wear it, and you just want to buy a watch for, no matter what the cost is, buy it.
Yeah.
But he bought it specifically
3 times retail
as an investment.
What's a weapon?
I really hope this guy isn't investment bank, because everyone's completely, Yeah.
It was probably the ones from back in 2008.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, have a mortgage. I'm 6 years old. Have the mortgage.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So what if you push trolleys around Tesco for a living? You can have a 500 grand mortgage. But I mean, this has just caused. I mean, the whole watch community is just going mad about it, and it has caused some people to panic. And I think Watchfinder kind of knew what they were doing. I think I think they knew the watch community. I mean, but let's be fair, the watch community is a very small part in what people of the amount of people that are actually going to go buy these watches. So I don't think it's going to cause any kind of issue. But some people have been panic selling,
and which is just weird. People are panic selling, which is mad. And it's not just this bubble bursting thing. What that's done is created a lot of the YouTubers, or whatever you want to call them, out there to then speculate that Rolex are then producing more watches, which there's no evidence to support that.
Which is total crap, because when I speak to ADs, like things like the sub, because of obviously that's now reaching the end of its 10-year life cycle for the new case sub, they're kind of just dwindling. That production line is clearly closing.
Yeah, you're not going to get more subs in production, because
they're going to bring a new one out in Baselworld. They're going to. All the evidence just points towards that.
It's either going to be next year or the year after.
So if they dwindle down the subs,
why would they be?
Then some of the other models might come up a little bit more.
Especially if this new sub uses that case,
which I think it will do, because it's a much smarter case.
Then you might be able to see more. I don't know. You might be able to see more GMTs coming, but I still don't think so. I reckon the reason why people are seeing more of these about. I mean, I don't know. Are people seeing more?
No, there aren't. They aren't seeing more about. I was incredibly lucky. Very, very lucky to get that within 3 weeks.
The other thing could be the fact that you've got this whole thing going on in China and Hong Kong, and that's where obviously a large market share of Rolex watches go to. If they're not buying out there as much, if that market's taken a dip, maybe
which it definitely has.
Yeah, it 100% has. Maybe we're seeing more ADs over here that are getting more of their share that comes in. But still, I don't think it's
not long term, is it? I think there's all of these things that kind of equate into a little bit of a dip. So the Watchfinder sell, and then everyone losing their minds, and Adrian's video. Then obviously the sub production slowing down, and possibly the other ones just going up a little bit, and then obviously how the markets are going in, like as you say, Hong Kong and China, that is going to have an effect. It is, but that's not going to be a forever thing. And then obviously I think the Brexit thing over here as well maybe might have triggered it a little bit for Watchfinder, but at the end of the day, it's not catastrophic. It's not like these are now selling below retail. They're never going to sell below retail.
No Rolex steel sports watch is going to sell below retail.
No. And if you did pay 13, 14 grand for one of these, I still think you're okay. I think, give it till 6 months next year, something like that, and it'll just be back to where it was. It's just one of those dips. It goes back up. You have a look at any market trends, and it's like that.
Peaks and troughs.
Peaks and troughs, yeah. Peaks and troughs.
Peaks and troughs.
So I just genuinely don't think there's anything to worry about.
I mean, the Rolex bubble has been self-created by grey market dealers and hype. So it's something that's been. Rolex haven't created themselves. They've not created this hype. It's just.
Well, they have.
Well, they have by
If you can't go and buy something
by limiting. Want. Okay, yeah, by limiting supply. Okay, then but they haven't created a bubble, so to speak.
They have, because if you limit supply and people want it, and that demand is there, what else you do? If you can't buy it for retail, you're going to then want to buy it at the next best price.
It's just like, okay, okay.
So that bubble is just predominantly there. So obviously, at first, they thought, we'll sell it a little bit above retail, so they might have been selling for 9 grand, but then more people wanted it, so then they could put the price up, and people are more willing to pay for like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 15, and then
just got out of hand
some morons spending 21,000 euros on one.
It's like the way I miss it is like Porsche when they do their RS models. Like you need to be accustomed. You can't just go into Porsche and go, "I'd like a GT2 RS or GT3 RS or even a GT4."
Even a GT4, look at it.
Exactly. Especially them early ones. Do you remember when they first come out? What were the retail? 65, 70?
65. They doubled in price.
Yeah, and then
now they're slowly going down. But you wait, they'll go straight back up again, and it'll be the same with these.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll be as worse. I don't think it'll be anywhere near as bad as like the way the Porsche values go. I don't think this is. You're not going to be seeing any 10 grand Batmans about.
No,
definitely not. That is not going to happen. So for all those people that think they're going to get lucky and get a 10 grand Batman, that's not going to happen. It's just going to go down to maybe 11, 11 and a half for some of the used ones, and then straight back up again.
I'm trying to think how to summarise really. Has it burst?
No.
Is it just had a little bit of a...
In my head, in my imaginative, very thoughtful, childlike head, do you know when you're a kid and your mum brings you home a little helium birthday balloon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going with this, but you've taken a little bit in,
and it and it looks fantastically blown up when she brings it home, and you're proud as punch. And
3 days later,
3 days later, and it's just sagged down a little
bit flaccid.
Yeah, a little bit flaccid. Yeah,
great word.
Yeah, a little bit flaccid, and then
and it all comes down to the question: do Rolex give a shit?
No, they do not. Absolutely not. They don't care. No, they don't care.
They're going to be fine.
You know what it's going to be like though. As soon as this new sub comes out next year in Baselworld, everyone's like, I want one. They'll all be down to their AD. They can't get one. So then the select people that do get one, then they'll flip it. Their prices just go mad again. And it'll be the same for everything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't panic, people. The Rolex bubble hasn't burst. It might have slightly deflated, but it's not going to go anywhere near as bad as what some people are making out. So.
And don't buy a Batman for €21,000 as an investment.
Definitely
don't do that.
Worst thing ever.
Mental.
It is properly mad. So yeah. If you enjoyed this video and you you kind of agree with what we're saying, I like to think we're.
I don't think we even agree with each other halfway through.
I think we do. I think we're all kind of there with it. So yeah, if you agree with us, let us know. If you don't agree with us, also let us know. And yeah, subscribe for plenty more videos to come. Speak to you soon. Bye.